first chapter from your moral science book, that is respect for others. Okay, all of you open your books and go through respect for others. Now, when we are reading about talking about respect, what does respect mean? Respect is that what we expect from others. Even though they may be different from us, we must respect them. We must treat them in the same way we want others to treat us. So that is called respect. You see the first page. What are the qualities required to be respectful? Complete the list following the lead. So some words are given. Responsible, reliable, efficient, earnest, strong, sensitive, polite. The rest in the blanks you have to fill up and you have to write all this on your own. Then, moving on, you turn to the next page. Think it over, you see. Have you ever made fun of anyone? Yes, at times, many times, we make fun of our friends. Okay, but that is a very, very bad thing and we should refrain from that. Then, have you ever been teased for some reason or other? Here also again, yes. I hope you also will say yes. We have been teased, we may be teased for many reasons, okay? The reason may be different, but from by our elders, by our parents, by our friends, we may be teased often. But we should not take this in heart and we should take it very lightly. And not only that, when people tease us, we feel very bad. So the same way we should also refrain from that. Then talk about your experience and discuss about the right and wrong aspects. The first one, it is disrespectful to ignore someone. Agree or disagree. It is very disrespectful to ignore someone. So in the box given agree and disagree, in agree you put a tick mark. Okay, here you put a tick mark because we all agree that disrespecting or ignoring someone is a very, very bad thing. Then next one, listening to others without interruption is respectful. We should listen to others without interrupting. That is like when your teachers give explanation, for example, without interrupting. If you listen, that is a very good manner. So here also in the box you tick agree. Then agreeing to disagree is impolite. This is also very correct. Whenever our elders, whenever our seniors, they say anything, they send us for any work or anything, we should say yes. Answer should always be yes, not no. So here also again agree. It is disrespectful to make assumptions about someone. Okay, the fourth one also is very correct. Without knowing the true meaning, we cannot make assumptions, we cannot make predictions regarding anybody's character or regarding anybody's thought or mind. Okay, here also agree. Then it is respectful to consider feelings of others. Here also again you tick agree because we should value the feelings of others. Then others will also value our feelings. So keeping this in mind, we have a short story given in the book, that is the story about a young impala and the hippopotamus. Okay, you all know what a hippopotamus is. It's a giant-sized animal, very big animal, having thick body. And here, young impala. Impala is a kind of antelope which is found in eastern parts of Asia and Africa. Okay, so we are going to read about the story of young impala and the hippopotamus. Many years ago, a group of hippos lived in the river Zambezi. They lived in the river Zambezi and their neighbors were a herd of impala. Okay, the impalas would come and gaze nearby the place where the rhinos also used to stay. And among them was a bright-eyed impala. A young impala was there who was always very curious about everything he saw because it was all new to him. Okay, he was particularly interested in the hippos living in the river nearby because as he was very young, everything was new to him. So the first time when he saw the hippos, he became very much curious to know about them because they were very different from their look. as compared to him. They had very big size, they were very huge in size, and they have very thick skin, okay, thick body, very fat, and moreover he was very thin. You can see the picture of impala given in the book, page number 3. It looks like a hyena also. So, like a newborn baby, okay, like a small baby, when he sees things around, he becomes very curious to whatever he sees around first time, because that is his first time. So here also this young impala, as it was his first time, when he first saw the hippos, he became very curious, and he gazed at the hippos for minutes, okay. Then he stood on the bank to drink water and started staring at the hippos. At first he was scared of their great size. He was very much scared of their great size. He thought that as the hippos were very great in size, very huge in size, they will attack him. But it was not like that. In contradiction to what he thought, the hippos were very bold and they were very friendly also. So from that day onwards, what he used to do, he spent hours gazing at the huge animals. He used to spend his time gazing at them when they used to swim in the river. Then his thinking was that what he thought. Let us read now what he thought, okay, regarding the hippos. They are so different from me and look so strange with their thick bodies and short legs. I wonder if they can live as friends and run swiftly just like me. It would be nice to have new friends who can join me in my games. So this is what he was thinking. As the hippos were very big in size, he thought that they would not be able to run, they will not be able to jump. Okay, friends means jump or attack and run swiftly like him. So he did not want to be friends with the hippos, because he wanted friends who can jump and run swiftly like him. But the hippos were the opposite, so he didn't want them to be his friends, and he was underestimating them. Then wagging his tail shortly from wagging his short tail. Okay, this one impala had a very short tail. Impala had a short tail, and he was wagging his tail from side to side. And as he was walking towards the bank of the river, he saw a mother hippo and a baby hippo laying by his side. So when he saw the mother hippo and the baby hippo, he wished them good morning, and very politely he asked them why they were not like him. Why was he so different from them? He said, I can live and prance and run so swiftly, but you all are very huge. You all cannot run or jump or run like me. So he sprang about in graceful high leaps and felt quite proud about himself. He was very much proud of his own identity. He was very much proud of his appearance and his looks. So Mother Hippo, when he questioned to Mother Hippo about their appearance, Mother Hippo replied him by saying that we hippos can dive, swim and live in the river or on land and do many interesting things. So this was the reply which he got from the Mother Hippo. The impala cannot dive, he cannot swim, nor he can live in land and do many interesting things which the hippos were able to do. And he also said, the Mother Hippo also said that every creature is special in its own way, and it will take him some days to understand all this. So after saying that, she got up and slowly walked into the river, followed by her baby. Then what they did, together with the baby, they sank in the water, they started swimming, and they went on their own way peacefully. And after that, many days passed, and one day what happened, young impala, as he was watching the hippos near the river bank, suddenly he heard the smelling rain. Suddenly he heard the first rain. The wind became very heavily, followed by wind, storm. he looked around, he saw that he was quite lonely. He was all alone. No one was there. He was quite deserted from his heart. He was alone. So he became very scared, and moreover, he was scared because he was unable to dive nor swim. So he became very nervous and alarmed. He ran around, he panicked until he saw the others on the right side of the water. His other friends, his heart were on the other side of the river. When in order to go to them, he needed to cross the river, whereas he was unable to swim and dive. So he became very much worried. And seeing this, Mother Hippo, he felt pity, seeing his condition, and he went towards him, diving, and he saved the young impala. And this was how the impala, this was how Mother Hippo saved the impala's life. She floated up to him and she helped him in crossing the river. And after that, what happened? Let us see. He told Mother Hippo that I now understand the truth of what you said to me the other day. That means he apologized to Mother Hippo for being proud of himself, for his appearance, for underestimating them. So he apologized to Mother Hippo, and Mother Hippo also forgave him. And he promised that from that day onwards, he would judge every creature by his or her own special qualities and not by what he sees at first. There are many things which I can do, which I may be able to do, but there are many things which others may not be able to do. We all have different gifts, we all have different qualities. Okay, so we must not underestimate one another, and we should treat one another with love and respect. So this is the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that we should treat others the way we want to be treated, with civility, courtesy, and dignity. Okay. And one more thing also, we must never insult people or make fun of them. And if we keep all these things in mind, then everybody will treat us with respect, whereas we will also be happy with our lives, and most important, God also will reward us. So this is all about the story. I have given the question answers in the app. You kindly take it down, note it down, and you learn for your exam. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Stay home, stay safe.
Do it for self.
Do it for your family. Do it for India.
Let's break the chain of COVID-19.
हम होंगे कामयाब, जय हिंद. हम होंगे कामयाब, जय हिंद.
हम होंगे कामयाब, जय हिंद.